Okay, so you're going to want to print this off. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I do want to walk through this real quick. So just take a few minutes to fill this out. Um, I'm going to maybe fill this out and let's see. I'll probably just have to paste my answers down because I don't really know how to get the answers written on here and on the screen and everything at the moment. So I don't want to really waste time doing that. So I'm just going to walk through and write these down on my own piece of paper. And so you can either remember them or you can write my numbers down, whatever. But regardless, you need to print yours out and write your numbers down. So there's 3 steps to figuring out this marketing budget. All right, step number 1 is calculate your current income. All right, so there's 2 parts to this. Part 1 is you answer the question, how much money do you expect to come in over the next 30 days? And you write your answer right here. Okay, so this is like your paycheck, the money that normally comes in on a regular basis that you already have, and that can be per week, per month, whatever. All right, you can write that out there. And part 2 is there anything else you can do this month to earn extra income? All right, so a couple of examples is you could sell books on Amazon, you could have a yard sale, recycle cans, do side jobs that you may have been, that may be available for you. Maybe that includes overtime at work. You can get a loan from a friend, um, family member, whatever. Is there anything else that you can potentially do? Maybe somebody owes you money that you just need to collect on. Whatever that is, I want you to really think about it and come up with at least 3 things. All right, at least 3 things that you can do to earn a little bit of extra money this month over the next 30 days. Now, I don't care what those 3 things are. And again, everybody's going to be different, different situations, different circumstances, but I guarantee you, regardless of who you are, what your circumstance is, there are 3 things that you can do if you just think about it to be resourceful and make a little bit of extra money. Now, it doesn't matter how much, but there is something that you can do. Maybe that's just cleaning out from under your couch. All right, there's going to be things you can do to make some extra money. So you want to get that as much as possible. And so you just write that down here. Um, each thing that you pick, you put it here in this space, and then what income do you think that will bring? All right, you can just put an estimate right here. The estimated income that will bring in. This is the additional income that would not normally come in if you didn't do anything different. All right, so write down what I would do or what I will do, and then the estimated income for all 3 of these spots. Then I want you to add these 3 columns up and write the result of that right here in this column, which is the total estimated additional income. Then you're going to add, once you get that, you're going to add this column and the first column that you filled out up here, which is the money that's already coming in. Add those together and you will get a grand total income for this 30 days. All right, so you want to go ahead and do that. Step number 2 is you list out all of your expenses that you expect to pay in the 90 days. All right, in the next 90 days. Now, you can group them up or you can flip this sheet of paper over, use a blank sheet of paper, write them on notebook, whatever. Some of you already have this. I already have all of mine. I keep an Excel document on all of mine. Um, if you haven't, this is the time you're probably going to have to spend some time doing it. So list out all of your expenses, every single one of them. All right, every single expense, write the name of it, write the amount. All right, go through and do those first. Then once you have all of those listed out, I want you to total up all of your expenses and put them in this column right here. All right, so once you've got the total, then you want you to go back through that same list, look at your list from a new perspective, and then you'll see that there's a column that says MC. All right, so what I want you to do is just put a check mark in this column if the expense is mission critical. Okay, or you can write yes or no, doesn't matter. What I mean by mission critical is it something that you absolutely have to have to live? Okay, rent, utilities, those things are mission critical. You've got to have them. Food. Um, now, if you spend a certain amount on uh, eating out, that's not mission critical. You can cut that out. All right, so this is just a little bit of budgeting. There's always room for improvement for everybody in this area. So list them out, write out if it's mission critical or not, and I want you to be very honest. When I say mission critical, I mean things that if it was eliminated tomorrow, would life still go on? You know, and not to an extreme, but if you have 100 extra cable channels, that's not mission critical necessarily. That's an expense you can do without, at least for a month. All right. My opinion is cable in general. I don't. If you're spending time watching TV, then that's time you could be spending doing other things that are going to get you closer to your goals. So identify the mission critical expenses that you have. I want you to total all of them up, and then I want you to also total up your mission critical expenses here. All right, and then I want you to put the total of your non-mission critical expenses. All right, so break out a calculator, just go through them, add all the ones that you have yes beside, add them up and put them in there, and then add the ones that say no and put them in this column. All right, so once you've got that, we're almost done. You eliminate all expenses that are non-mission critical. Okay, and that's the key here. If you've got stuff that it's not absolutely required for you to spend over the next 30 days, over the next year, from this point forward, this is the time to clean those out. See where you can save some money. All right. Step number 3 is subtract your total mission critical expenses from the grand total income, and then write that number right here. All right, so you're going to have total mission critical expenses, right here. So this is the things that you have to have. All right, you've got to have at least this much to survive, to get by for this month. All right, you want to subtract that from this number up here. So grand total income minus total mission critical expenses, and then you write that answer right here. This is your marketing budget for the next 30 days. Now, some of you are going to look at that and it's going to be quite a large number. Some of you may be quite a small number. If it's a small number, you need to reevaluate up here. What can I do to increase my income? All right. Is there anything that I missed in section 2 that maybe I can eliminate? That I just, it's more of a luxury, a nice to have than a requirement. So